Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make one of these fabric pumpkins today. And they're super easy and they're no sew. I just like to tell you guys thank you for all of your likes on my new page, Mondays with Mandy. And what that is all about is every Monday I'm going to try, and I'm say try because I know there will be weeks where I don't quite make it, but I'll try to post a new craft that I've done and the instructions and the tutorial on how to make them. I like to keep things super easy, so I'll keep them super easy. And I figured I may as well just have a place that I can post that you guys can find it easily. I know on my personal page things get a little lost in the timeline. I kind of overpost. It's just who I am. Love me or hate me, it's just what I do. Anyways, so we're gonna make one of these today. I have some candlestick holders on my table and some black and white buffalo check. And I wanted to make pumpkins to sit on top of the candlestick holder. So I just wanted to kind of do black and white and orange as my theme. So this is just a scrap piece of fabric that I had already, and I pulled it out, and it was like the perfect size. And I wasn't really sure, like I didn't measure it before. I just kind of did it to see if it would even work. And so I went to Walmart yesterday to get me some more fabric to do pumpkins, and I got the yellow. I posted a picture of that earlier and did a pumpkin with the yellow, but I only bought a quarter of a yard, so it made a lot smaller pumpkin. So I went back to Joann's this afternoon and I bought me a half a yard of this. I thought this would be super fun, and I found some really cool, like whimsical ribbon. So this will be kind of more of a whimsical pumpkin. Look how cool that is. Anyways, this is all on sale. It was still a little pricey. I mean, you can look around your house and come up with, I'm sure everybody has scrap fabric. I mean, you think outside the box. It doesn't have to look Halloweenish at all. Ribbon, everybody's got spare ribbon. You don't need very much at all. But the fabric was, I got half a yard, and it was $3 for the fabric, which isn't bad. And but the ribbon can get pricey, but you don't have to buy expensive ribbon either. I mean, you can find ribbon at the dollar store that will work just fine, or you can find, like, Walmart has really cheap ribbon. Joann's is a little more expensive, but I had a coupon and this was on sale. But anyways, I splurged on the ribbon. So like this was like $3 for this spool, $5 for this one, which they were all like 40% off. So I mean, it wasn't super expensive, but it was a little more pricey than like a dollar store craft. But you could make a dollar store craft if you wanted to and just use your scrap fabric. So anyways, we'll get started, okay? So I have a half of a yard of fabric. I'm gonna fold the right sides together, and you're gonna want it more wide than skinny. So you fold it the wide way. So this is a half a yard. Here is my 2 raw edges, and the right sides together, okay? What you're gonna do, this next step, you can do this with different things, okay? Different ways. So we're just joining the 2 ends together. So you can either you can sew a straight line if you want to, or you can use the fusible hem tape. I've done that before on projects if you want to. Me, I am just gonna hot glue this sucker, just one bead, go all the way down. You know, this isn't something you're gonna be like using, it's just like a decoration, so hot glue should be just fine. So I'm gonna start at the top and just do a bead of hot glue. And just glue that down. I'll pause it and finish this and then come right back. Okay, I've got the ends glued together. So what you're gonna end up with is like a tube of fabric. Okay, you're gonna leave it inside out, okay? Now the next part, okay? You can do this if you want to, or you don't have to either. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do the strings. So like on this one, I just did like the separator, the segment strings or whatever. So there's 6 of them. I am going to use this tiny Where did it go? I'm going to use tiny little orange ribbon for this. Oh, here it is. You can use anything. You can use, the last time I used just balloon string that I got at Walmart. I think it was only like $1 for this whole spool. I used Rick Rack on the other one. And I'm going to use this little ribbon for this one, okay? So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut you 6 lengths. And the length is going to be, take it, the width of this, and then just give yourself like an inch on each side, okay? So measure that out. I'm gonna cut this right here and use this one as my guide. And then I want 6 pieces. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Loops. Okay, now you're going to take this end, or one of the ends, it doesn't matter, and tie it in a knot. The Rick Rack was a little too thick, and so instead of tying it in a knot, I just elastic banded it together to keep it together, okay? So I'm going to tie this clear down at the end. Just don't want to lose that extra, okay? Tie just one big knot like that, okay? All right, now you're gonna take your ribbon, put it through inside of the tube, right in the middle, go all the way down to the bottom, okay? So it's sticking out just a little bit. Okay, now you're gonna wanna get your elastic bands. Okay, I just use these little ones from Sally's. They're super strong. They're a lot stronger than the ones you can buy at Walmart. So then you're going to take the end, okay, so you have your ribbon hanging out just a little bit, your knot, and you're going to start at this end and just gather it up. Doesn't even have to be perfect, just keep the ends, you know, fairly straight. Okay. So you're gathering it kind of like you gather like hair for a ponytail. So can you see that? Just gather it with the knot hanging out the end, okay? And you're gonna take your rubber band the end of it. Probably twice. Okay, and I think I'm gonna do 2 rubber bands just to secure it really good. Probably don't need to, but you know, why not be? Better be safe than sorry, okay? Okay, so here you go. You have your tube with the ribbon going through the bottom, elastic banded like that, okay? Now, I'm gonna take this, flip it right side out. Okay, so it's kind of like it kind of looks like a bag. Okay, like this. Then you're gonna take this, okay? And you're going to get some polyfill. Okay, got this at Walmart. This great big bag was only $3.50. It will do quite a few pumpkins actually, but just so you know, if you ever get to a point where you just like want to do something but you don't have the right stuff, when I did this yesterday, I didn't have any polyfill and I really wanted to do this project, so I stuffed it with grocery bags, empty grocery bags. So, you know, you gotta use what you gotta use sometimes, and whatever works, right? But I did go get some polyfill, so we're gonna fill this with polyfill, and I'll be right back. Okay, once you get it stuffed, you're gonna gather up the top like we did to the bottom, like in a ponytail, okay? And we're gonna put another elastic on it, okay? And if you, so this part right here, the tail of the fabric, that is, you're gonna be your stem. So as much stem, as big of a stem as you want, that's how much extra fabric you want. We're gonna wrap twine around that and glue it, and that will be your stem. So this one will be a little, about average, okay? So here you go, there's your stem. Okay, now you're gonna take these ribbons. Oops, I forgot to cut the loops on the bottom. Okay, and we're gonna make the segments of the pumpkin. So I'm just gonna like spread them out kind of even. So they make the 6 segments or whatever, okay? And then you're gonna, so you got that, you spread them out like that, okay? We'll flip it over, grab the ribbons, that, okay? And then we'll put, grab that, and we'll put one elastic around it to kind of secure it, and then we'll go back around and like tighten them up. So, like this. And I'm gonna do a double so it's kind of tight. Okay, now you'll take your strings and just pull it as tight as you want it. Okay, gonna make your segments. And the thing about these is you can make them as big as you want or as small as you want. My elastic just broke, which, put another one on. Okay, I'm gonna pull those again. We've got some going. Things don't always go perfect. That's okay. Like this morning when I tried to do it before and I didn't even hit freaking record. Okay. All right, see how I pulled those and it kind of makes the little sections in the pumpkin. Isn't that cute? It's gonna be a cute one. And you can stuff it as big as you want, as small as you want. I thought that this is pretty good size. I really like this one. I wish I would have measured. You know, this one's kind of shorter and fatter. It looks kind of more like a real pumpkin, but this one is like a little taller. Anyways, I should have measured that one, but this one's pretty cute, isn't it? Anyways, okay, so now you got your segments all pulled and tight. Okay. Then you're gonna just wanna, this is what I'm gonna do. So in one of the videos that I watched, they took each individual ribbon and wrapped it underneath the elastic and then tied it, and I tried to do that and it was a pain in the butt. So then I just figured out how to just pull them all up together, put the elastic around, tighten them, and then probably just go around and just do like a simple knot on each one just to secure it to the rubber band. Just like that, and then just trim the edges. So I'm gonna do that really fast and then I'll come back. Okay, I got these all tied, but I think I'm gonna wait to trim them because I kind of like the little tails on the top. And there's my son, hold on. Okay, we've got boys in the house now, so bear with me. Anyways, okay, so now you have this. I'm going to glue the twine onto here to make your stem, okay? So I have a roll of twine, and I got the thicker twine because it looks better. You can use the thin twine too. It gives it the same effect, but this is a little easier to work with, okay? So we're gonna start, and all I'm gonna do is do a little dab of glue right there. Put this on there. Wait for it to dry for a second. Okay, and all you're gonna do is wrap the extra fabric, the tail of fabric, okay? And you don't even have to glue it until you get to the very top. And again, unless you want to, you can if you want to. But I am just gonna wrap it. Make sure you get right next to the last one. Okay, this is taking a little while, and I know that these videos can be kind of boring. when all you're doing is watching them do something and you just want to get on to the next step real fast. So I'll pause it, finish wrapping this, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm up to the very top. So I'm just gonna show you, just wrap it around and just glue the top, okay? Let's make it so it covers the fabric. Glue that down. And I burn myself 99% of the time I use a hot glue gun. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue that down on there. Turn that off. Okay, and look how freaking cute the little stem is. Oh, looks like I need to fix that a little bit. That covers the, okay, there we go. Okay, there's your stem and your pumpkin. Now is the fun part. Now you get to decorate it with ribbon and or whatever you want, okay? So on the other one, I put some Spanish moss down and then I did my ribbons. I think I might do that this time too. It just kind of gives it kind of like a spooky look. The other one I didn't use the Spanish moss. I just did the ribbon and the tulle and the rickrack. So I'll show you how I do. So if you watched my wreath tutorial, I did the little ribbon bundle things. That's how I do these ones too. So I'll do two and I'll wire one on one side and one on the other. So I've got black pipe cleaners, fold that in half. And then I am gonna go decide what ribbon I want. I think I'm gonna do, well, I know I want the black and white stripe and probably the polka dot and probably the other stripe. And I can't decide whether I want to put the other colors with it or just keep it orange and black. So I'll be right back and you'll figure that out. Okay, so I decided just to keep it orange and black. So I'll show you how I assemble a ribbon poof thing. Okay, so I'm gonna do orange sparkly tulle, then my whitest ribbon, the black and white striped, and then I'm gonna go the orange, and then I'm gonna go I'm gonna go the sparkly. I got this, see how pretty that is? It's just black, and I got that at the dollar store actually. And then the black and white. So I'm just gonna kind of offset them a little bit. Scrunch it in what looks like the middle. Okay, just like that. Wire it together. Twist it. Okay, got your little ribbon poof. Isn't that cute? We'll wire it on, well, first I'm gonna put the little bit of Spanish moss on. So I'll get this, take some out of the bag. Sometimes you have to cut it so it's not so messy. Let's cut that. Still pretty messy stuff. But, okay, spread it out a little bit. It's falling apart all over. It's gonna be fun to clean up. Okay, just set that on top like that. Just like that. Okay, set it on top. Okay, now I'm gonna take this little poof and wire it onto, I'm gonna decide where I want the front of this to be. That looks like the best front, okay? Then I'm gonna wire one to one side, so it's kind of like facing you and up just a little bit. This is kind of a thick stem. Okay, wired that on there. Then I'm gonna make one more ribbon poof. So I cut the ribbons the 6 inches to start. So I had enough for 2. I'm gonna do this one this one, orange. Oh shoot, I forgot I did cut one more and I didn't put it in. I was gonna do the black and white polka dot, or black and orange polka dot, but I didn't put it in there. Dang it, that would have been cute. I think maybe I will add it. I'm gonna add it and redo, well, let me hurry and do this one, and then just to kind of show you, or to do the ribbon proof one more time. Some people, that's kind of hard for them. Okay, so I have the ribbons. I'm just gonna offset them a little bit. Okay. Scrunch it in the middle. Wire it.
I didn't finish cutting up all the stuff.
Okay, here's your other ribbon proof. Yeah, it looks so much better with the black or orange and black polka dot. So I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna redo my little ribbon proof, and I'll show you what it looks like after. So you're just gonna wire this one onto the opposite side, so it's like up and showing towards you. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, guys. I did my ribbon puffs. I got my ribbon puffs on. Look how stinking cute that is. Didn't that turn out so cute? It was so easy. Now the thing about doing your pumpkins is you can do it as fancy or as not fancy as you want. I think I'll add a big silk ribbon bow right here, and I got at Joann's because I wanted this one kind of whimsical, the funky feathers that are like kind of wispy. So I'll show you. Oh wait, I think this opens right here. No, they don't ruin. Okay, my boys are standing behind the camera staring at me. Being little dorks, okay? See how this is like wispy? So I think I'm gonna just do a little dab of hot glue on the end of it and just kind of stick it in there, here and there, and I will show you what it looks like after I get done with those. Okay guys, I decided not to put a bow on it, just to do the feathers. So I did the 2 ribbon poofs and the feathers, and I think it looks perfect. I only used like half a bag of feathers, so I can do another one with the feathers. I have tons of ribbon left over, so I'll be using that for different Halloween projects. So I just wanted to kind of show you the difference in sizes between a 1/4 of a yard and a 1/2 yard, okay? So this one is a 1/2 yard. Oh, I'm gonna have to take a picture and post it. Can't really, I mean, you can see kind of, but it's so stinking cute. It's turned out so cute, okay? So here is, this one is a 1/2 yard. That's that big. This little yellow one that I did earlier is only a 1/4 of a yard of fabric. So there's a pretty big, huge difference between the 2 sizes. So just so you know, when you're getting your fabric. And this one, I'm gonna have to maybe take it apart and measure it, because it's kind of a perfect little size there too. So I mean, I guess you could kind of just figure it out, or you can just mess with your fabric scraps and figure it out, and you can have a whole bunch of different sizes. I think that's kind of fun too. Anyways, let me know what you think, and let me know if you make one. I'd love to see them. I love it when you guys watch my stuff or look at my stuff, and then you make your own projects and the different ideas and creativity that you come up with. And hopefully you like my page and you share it with your friends so they can take advantage of these fun tutorials too. And again, thanks so much for all your support through all of my many crazy adventures, because I know I've had a few, but I do appreciate your support, and thanks so much. And next Monday, I am going to probably do a little stand with witches' legs that I found at the Dollar Tree. And the reason why I'm doing like Halloween stuff is like most of the stuff that is like at the Dollar Tree that is like super cute or whatever, if you don't get it when you're there, it's gone. Anyways, the Provo dollar store had these cute witch legs. I did not see them at the Payson one. The Payson one kind of sucks, actually. They never have anything in stock. But so I'll either do that, or I'm gonna do my spell books, because I've had a lot of people want me to do my spell books too. So stay tuned for next Monday with Mandy, and let me know what you think about the pumpkin. See you later.